So I had a busy morning at work, and we get in here, and there's still no Origin teams. Crazy. Monday morning, late too. Come on, guys. Loving seeing the live reaction here from Damon McCartney. Just saying, yeah, nothing coming. Meant to be coming at 8:30, and it's been delayed apparently because of Payne Haas and his now says ankle. I didn't think it was ankle. I thought it was hamstring. Now it's ankle. Who knows? And then Slater's meant to be fronting the media at 12:15 in half an hour. So neither squad's been released still to that point, and we'll check in at the end of this video what's happening here with that one, and if the teams have been announced. But it sounds like Cody Walker going to be recalled. Gutho's going to play on the bench along with Damien Cook. So if this is all true, it doesn't sound great, but we will find out. I imagine most of it is out. Sounds like they're potentially making some last minute decisions, but Slater's making his late decisions as well. Sounds like Hopgood's probably going to be 19th man, so not a big issue for us. Horsburgh will be named, it seems like, as well. So we'll find out shortly. Hopefully by the end of this video I can react to it. If not, we'll be it'll be everywhere. That's basically where it'll be. Okay, so wow, Knights v Dogs, 66-0, just to follow on with 74-0 from the Cows. There were some massive scores up top, and obviously Ponga without a try to get 92 was crazy. Kicking really good goals, actually, so I'm impressed with that. That means he'll keep the goal kicking, and it's just a clear gun must-have for the run home. We know that he can be a 55 to 60 type of guy if he's on, and if the Knights are playing okay. Obviously, they won't be playing the worst teams in the comp each and every week in the Dogs, but scores like that are going to give you, just amazing work in the wing fullback position, especially when there's guys like Buller and stuff that are going to be a little bit worse, well, a lot worse anyway than what Ponga and Teddy and Drinky and Garrick and Latrell Mitchell. There's probably 5 or 6 now that he'd have ahead of Buller, just with their team just being really, really poor now. You don't want anyone from the Bulldogs team apart from Preston, and you don't want anyone from the Tigers team really in the outside back. So that's that. But Bradman Best sounds like he's a chance of getting recalled as well, and a high chance that Matt Burton doesn't even make the squad. So tough for Burton because I think he deserves it. Best has been great as well, but it's crazy that he's only put together this is like 8 or 10 games in a row finally. But yeah, I love watching him play. He's so strong. Seems to be in the right position. Seems to understand footy pretty well, and keeps getting injured, unfortunately. And Fitzgibbon, the 92, after a few shockers for him, he had a massive one. Crossland, the 71. So for anyone who's still holding him, it's absolutely happy days there on that front. I doubt many people did, especially given he was going to have a bye in 19, so you're not really looking for many Newcastle guys. So yeah, that'd been well done. Let me know in the comments if you just still did hold on to him. Greg Marzou was 66, so showed his class of 15 tackle breaks. There you go. We smashed that 13 of the other day for Scoop with Greggy there. And then Kurt Mann with a 63. So all the Knights guys that scored tries basically end up in that top zone, which was cool for them. You got Preston with the 50, so just continues to go amongst his work, no matter what the team does there. So yeah, he's been great, and he's basically showing his class, and he's a youngster. So yeah, Dogs got a lot of work to do. Unfortunately, they bought well. What we thought bought well, they just haven't meshed together yet. They've got obviously plenty of issues in the forwards, which they're not the edge in Preston, but through the middle forwards, a lot of young guys, a lot of smaller bodies. So not great on that front, and the Tigers as well. Recruited a lot this off-season, and it just hasn't worked out at all. They had a good little run there when they had their, Brooksy and Appy. Shows how important those two are anyway to a good team. Reedy, 44, just okay, guys. Like, he's going to be that type of scorer all year in the 40s like he is. He's averaging 45 there. Expect that to continue. Maxi, 40. Fazell, 43. Again, going to be sold unless he's scoring tries in this type of game. Your middle forwards aren't going to do great. Adam Elliott, PPM beast in this one, 31 minutes for 38. He's way too inconsistent in his minutes to even look at, and obviously his demerits as well. Ockenball got the 34. He's actually had to make 46 tackles, missed 6. He's just hasn't been as good as you would have hoped, would you? On the edge, he first couple of games off the bench were great, and then he finally got the start, and then him and the team have been pretty poor, to be honest with you there. Twala got a try as well. Leo Thompson, what have we got? Harrison Edwards, anyone with him? 31. You got out of him, and you'll get him for next week as well as a middle if you need him. I don't think many do, but if you do, there's that. Alamotti with 26, so if you're still holding on to him, it's another 22 in the trash, unfortunately. And look, you're probably holding for this week now if you do own him, and then you can decide from there. Maybe you might need around 20 as well, and then time to boot him. You got Burton there with 19, so if you avoided Matty with that one, then that's great news. If you didn't, then yeah, 19. It's not the worst in the world. There's obviously you could be down with Karaz at 12, but yeah, still there. That would kill you. Tavita Pangai 11. If you went for Rajab over, Sandon Smith last week or something like that, then a 9 for him. Just wasn't obviously going to be anywhere near a decent game for the anyone in the Dogs uniform. That's for sure. Let's go to the last game there, Manly and the Roosters. And yeah, DCE, one of those keepers that's going to average 60, 62 across the season. Had a couple of low ones there for a while, but 74 is right back in his wheelhouse. What about the terrible, soft, slow pass that Kiri did for DCE to get the try on that one? But obviously the awareness is high. 100 run meters, 775 kick meters with a turnover tackle and the couple of tries for his 74. So it wasn't anything really out of the ordinary. It was backing up for Garrick, and then it was, and then just the intercept there, which was really, really cool. So, yeah, he was great. Speaking of great, Nat Butcher, he's a really good player, isn't he? It's great to watch, and it's so frustrating for people that had him. He got a couple of good scores there, and then he had that injury. And yeah, thankfully, if you did hold him, he got the 72. But if you didn't, that's just a bit of a kick, because probably one of his better games of the season, to be fair. Like, worked so hard in defense, he offloaded. He ran the footy a bit at 70 meters, got the couple of line break assists, the try assists in there with the offload there, back on the inside to Teddy. So I like him a little bit for that. Thank you for that pass to Teddy. Lockie Kroger 66 was a big one. Teddy, the big one here is that so many people were just writing him off last week. Well, I don't understand that he clearly, since the shocker start the first month, he has 2 low scores, but every other score apart from that is a 45 all the way up to an 80. So he's averaging in the 50s since then, and name me more than 2 guys that are averaging 50 plus at the moment in wing fullback. You look at the 44, it's for the year. Just go and have a look at his last couple of months, and he's someone that can get 62 pretty comfortably. When you look at Buller at the moment, it's like, oh wow, who would you prefer, Teddy or Buller every day of the week? So that it's going to be Teddy, and Latrell's not back anytime soon. It's Drinky, who's an absolute dominant form at the moment. You need him, and then it's likely going to be Garrick. You got a 47 out of him in this game without anything crazy. A line break try assist, just running the footy, tackle breaks, and run meters with goals. So that's your minimum for him in the 30s, and then any attacking stats is in the 40s. So he's still 46 for the year. Teddy's at 44. You got Joey Manu at 49, but he's obviously going to be playing in your centres. And it's Drinkwater. Chance, he's had a good run, but he won't be I don't think he's a straight out keeper. So Teddy, you just hold him, right? Everyone's just giving him so much crap last week. I'll sell him this week. It's like, well, he usually bounces back. He's one of those guys that he's done that all his career, and he'll continue to do that for sure. Manu, the 57, a few people concerned about him in that center position. Will he be able to get really good scores on a regular basis unless he's scoring multiple tries? And this is him. They're going to go to him as an attacking weapon. He's going to get lots of tackle breaks like he did at 13. Doesn't miss tackles, definitely. He had penalties, he had errors. So, in there he had 18 in negatives, but can still score 57 just when he gets his hands on the ball. He does. He gets tackle breaks, he gets offloads, he scores tries, he sets up tries sometimes as well with flick passes better than these normal passes. It's pretty funny that way with Joey there. Olukwatu got 54 with a collection of stats there with a try saver, a line break assist, some tackle breaks, and his tackles and run meters there. So a pretty solid game for him is exactly what you want. Again over 50. This time it wasn't a bailout, so just a very solid effort from Olukwatu there. Don't look at Tuolangi, guys. It's going to be a very random score for him. He got 7 tackle breaks. He looked great in his headgear. That was different as well. But don't look at him for that. Sipley, a massive PPM score as well, 48 and 31. Again, not too keen on him. Look at Garrick in round 20, obviously. Sandon Smith. If Walker comes back and Sandon Smith's still there in round 20, I think he's close to a bye. He's going to be a 40-point scorer, I'd imagine. He's doing this without really doing much across the bark. He had a delightful left to right pass there to the winger, Palga, to get his try, which was awesome. 27 tackles, 4 misses. You take that every day of the week. He's obviously got a turnover tackle, but a little bit of a few run meters there, some kick meters in that. Kicking goals as well at this point. Obviously, Suoli'i was out and might be out next week as well. So, maybe it's a 40-point scorer without the goal kicking, but there'll be games as well where he picks up a try and he kicks a little bit more than what Kiri does and stuff like that. So, he's an interesting one in round 20. Have a look at him as a potential, at 19th, 20th man. Paseka, Brown, Hargraves, all nothing special for them. Palga 39, if anyone has him, I don't think many do, but he, better score this week than previous. Lindsay Collins, the 34, not nice. What do we got down here? Not much, do we? Schuster, 19, yuck. Turpin's a sad one yesterday. That kind of killed my score, my rank. coming into that. Turpin and Teddy were the guys that are going to get me a few extra points. There's a lot of people that either didn't have to play him because they took like a 40 from someone in the loop spot. Yeah, so that would have been really, really nice for him to get up to about that 40. Even if he gets the 40, I'll probably hold rank for the week. I did lose a little bit, unfortunately, in that one. So yeah, Terps likely has to go now. Actually didn't lose or gain any cash, so we'll take that. 544. He's done a great job. He made us a couple 100k. And that's probably all I need to say. I'd say on that one. Wong looks solid as well. All right, let's see. Do a little update on the Origin teams and see if anything's happened. Luai dumped. Walker, Guthrie restored. Oh, it's confirmed. Okay, let's have a look. Game 3 sides. We still don't have the Rose. Okay, what do we got? Damien Cook in the starting side. Oh, sad. Drinkwater 18th man. Wow. Okay. Teddy, To'o, Crichton, Bradman, Best. He actually did get named. Walker with Moses. It actually was all correct. Jake Dvojevic is back. Or even Campbell Gillard in the starting side. Colin Matangi in the starting side for those that grabbed him. Cam Murray in the starting 13. Isaiah on the bench. Wow. Jacob Saifidi returns. Reece Robson on the bench. Ugh, it's just yuck overall. Okay, so Spencer Lanier didn't get the spot. There's no Hudson Young. There's no Stefano. There you go. Wait, two? No, there is no... Oh, there is Gustafson. He's in the 17. Wow. Okay. What do you guys think? The blue squad, like... That's a lot of changes. No Matt Burton. You'd almost say he's a buy, but just, yeah, the teams are bad. Good on Scott Drinkwater for getting that 18th jersey. He's, well, wow. He's ahead of, does that mean he's ahead of Dylan Edwards then? That's interesting. Has Edwards been in Origin camp? Let me know in the comments if he has. Yeah, well, okay. Probably not much else to say there. Kind of is what we expected. I think they had to change things up with Cam Murray and see what happens in the 13 role. Cody Walker and Mitch Moses. I got pumped just then in Supercoach. I have Cody Walker and Gutho, which we didn't expect. So, yeah, interesting. All right, so we don't get Damien Cook for this week, which sucks. So I think I'll be trading him. Mitch Moses is out again as well. Still a few people grab Colin Matangi. All right, we'll leave it at that, guys. We'll react a little bit more once I've had a further look into it. But it seems, apart from those few changes there, they're going for, 2 middles on the bench. That's it. So they're really trying to cover their bases now. You watch there be no injuries at all in this one. So very, very interesting, guys. And I hope you enjoyed that. See you in the next one.